Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Lane Johnson here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. We are about to get underway here in the 1-8 contest between the Lincoln Cardinals and the Smithton Tigers. Smithton actually the 9 seed, having defeated Windsor last night 65-60. We're not going to waste any time here. We're going to get into the starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors on the board. Smithton, Braden Carrier, number 2, a starter. Luke Pyle, number 4, a starter. Hayden Gross, number 14, is a starter. Number 24, Brock Huffman, will start. And then lastly, number 32, Lance Selvey. He and Carrier are the 2 seniors on the floor for Smithton. The rest, juniors. Now we'll move to the Lincoln starting lineups. And guys that you guys at home are used to seeing. Number 0, Connor Lind, a senior. Number 1, Caleb Mundy, a senior. Number 3, Kyle Eckhoff, a senior. Number 12, Mac Hesse, a senior. And then lastly, number 23, Ross Johnson, also a senior. Obviously, this Lincoln team, a lot of experience on the floor. And coming into this basketball game, the favorite just because they're the 1 seed, and these 2 teams have also faced off once already this season. That game took place on January 6th in Smithton, and Lincoln got the better of the Tigers 56-27. Mac Hesse going to win the tip decisively, and now we are underway here in the opening round of the conference tournament here in Sedalia, Missouri. We are at State Fair Community College, and Lincoln going to work against a zone defense here. Mac Hesse called for a travel. That will be the first turnover of the action. Lincoln in their man defense. Smithton gets the ball inside. Good positional defense by Eckhoff. He's going to have his first defensive rebound of the game. Connor Line gets all the way to the basket off of an assist from Eckhoff and scores 2. Now Gross going to work on Eckhoff, and that ball is tipped and will go out of bounds. That last shot attempt we saw out of the Tigers was taken by Brock Huffman. And they're going to say that ball wasn't tipped. So that'll be a turnover on Smithton. Gross there commits the turnover. Kind of a 3-2 zone defense here out of Smithton. A little bit different than the 2-3 Lincoln gets so often. Nice skip pass. Eckhoff steps into a 3, won't go. And now Gross wants to push. Hesse with his first block of the game. Rebound goes to Eckhoff, and Eckhoff will push into transition. Finds Hesse, who gets up to the rim and scores easily past Huffman. That's Eckhoff's second assist here early in the basketball game. Pyle working on Mundy, runs into Connor Line and then throws it to Eckhoff. Eckhoff's going to push. And it looked like Mundy might be trying to lob that off the backboard, and actually it was a layup attempt, a good one at that. Another assist for Eckhoff off of the steal. And now Huffman attacking Eckhoff, steps on the end line, and that'll be a turnover against Smithton. And here early, Lincoln's league best defense on display, allowing just over 35 points per game as a team. by far the best margin in the K-Singer Conference. Good seal by Johnson. Good post entry by Lind. Matt Kessie's got 2 assists to Connor Lind. And Coach Berkey wants a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay right here and honor a couple of our sponsorships. Let's start with our presenting sponsor of tonight's broadcast and others like it, Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. So stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Shelter Insurance. Play ball with an insurance team that wins. The Leanne Beeman Agency has terrific customer service, policies you can count on, and rates that won't break the bank. Call the Leanne Beeman Agency at 660-547-0099 today for a free quote. You'll be glad you did. So out of the timeout, Smithton will take the basketball. Lincoln going to go to a half-court trapping zone defense. Line definitely impacted Gross's shot there, but Gross gets the offensive rebound and now is going to try a 3 from the corner. Long rebound is Mundy, and now Lincoln pushing in transition yet again. Mundy finds Hesse, who slams it with one hand easily. Mundy with the assist, and the Lincoln faithful enjoying that one, as a dunk never looked so easy for the senior. And on the other end, good interior defense leads to another turnover. And if that doesn't get you going, I don't know what will. I did miss the first matchup between these two teams, but one thing that I was told about that matchup was that Hesse had his best dunk of the season in that game, as Hesse scores another 2 off the assist from Lind. Another good seal by Johnson. And now Lincoln finding comfortability on defense in this trapping zone. I think they're going to go to man here off the out of bounds, however. They are. Mundy nearly stole that away from Carrier. Lincoln just not allowing many lanes to attack. However, Smithton is going to find an open 3 from the corner here. And that is some smooth shooting there by Lance Selvey, the senior wing for Smithton, to get Smithton on the board. And now Lincoln's lead is 9. Smithton looking to extend this zone beyond the three-point line as Mundy turns it over. And Smithton's Brock Huffman turns it right back over. Mundy going to step into a 3 beyond the college line. No good. Johnson offensive rebound goes right back up and scores over Selvey. So second chance opportunity there by the senior, cashed in, and Lincoln's lead is back to double digits. Huffman, nice pump fake, gets inside and runs right into Hesse. Hesse coming into this contest averaging 1.8 blocks per game. He's already got his average, as that was his second block of this first quarter. And we're going to see sophomore Camden Everhart step on for the senior Caleb Mundy. Smithton going to do a little substituting of their own, as Logan Williams and Nick Slaughter will come on. Gross going to try one from the corner. It won't fall. Offensive rebound by Logan Williams, and then gets Hesse into the air and finishes over the top. Smithton cuts the lead back down to 9. Hesse put the ball on the floor there, and it went right off Williams' foot. However, Lincoln kept possession. Now inside to Hesse again. Smithton doing a good job collapsing on the big fella. However, that collapsal, if you will, opened up a shot for Eckhoff off of the corner line assist. And ever since Lincoln opened up the Clinton tournament struggling from downtown, they found their stroke about midway through. And since then, they have been on fire from long range. And there are those that would tell you that if Lincoln can figure that part of it out, get the shooting to follow the defense and the ability to take care of the basketball, that they're going to be a very tough team to beat. There, Johnson gets beat off the dribble by Huffman. Nice floater in the lane for the deuce. Lincoln going to try another three. This time it's corner lined. Different shooter, same result. Eckhoff with the assist. And Lincoln has opened up on fire here in the first round of the K-Senior Conference Tournament. Good drive and kick by Huffman. Three-point shot off the mark. However, good follow there by Carrer. And now Hesse comes up with a rebound. Johnson kind of an off-schedule pass to Eckhoff. Eckhoff can't convert the three-point try. And now Smithton with a carry. And now the freshman Riley Sanders will take the floor. The senior Johnson will take a seat. Coach Pond going to get Ryan Pond in the game for the first time this evening. Hesse inside working on two defenders. Nice power dribble, spins back to his right hand, hook shot. And Hesse has had an excellent first quarter here on both ends. And now applying ball pressure 30 feet from the basket nearly results in a turnover. Wiry move there by Nick Slaughter, who spins in the lane and fades away. Gets a little help from the rim and scores two. On the line, thought about a three-point try there. Lincoln, with just 7 seconds on the clock, is going to have to put one up. Everhart finds the bottom. Assist goes to Connor Line, and that will end the first quarter. Lincoln shooting the ball in a dominant fashion as they lead 25-9. And we're going to step aside quickly for some sponsorship ads. Stick with us here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. This broadcast is brought to you by Estes Drive-In. Looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat? Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. So stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. This is brought to you by Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a one-stop shop and apparel brand that has one goal in mind: to bring your vision to life. Commissioning custom printing shouldn't be hard. Make it easy at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Located just south of Lincoln on 65 Highway, stop in, visit their page on Facebook, or give them a call today at 660-776-2021. Okay, so we are back here for some second quarter action. Smithton will start with the basketball. On the floor for the Cardinals, Mundy, Everhart, Sanders, Lined, and Eckhoff. Good backdoor cut there by Hayden Gross. Riley Sanders on the defensive end loses track of his man on the back door. Huffman makes him, or Gross makes them pay. Connor Line can't convert that three-point shot. Mundy tips a pass in transition. Smithton ultimately recovers. Good job by Gross to keep that rebound alive for Smithton. And now Sanders going to foul on the post entry. Slaughter nearly lost that possession, however, maintains it. Smithton trying to figure out their spacing here. Everybody moving, but not creating much offense. However, we do have a foul call. That one's going to go on Everhart, his first, the second team foul against Lincoln. Tough shot over Mundy, won't go. That was Sam Bray on the shot attempt. Now Mundy from the corner, no good. Huffman with the rebound. And a good-looking shot there by Logan Williams. Wasted no time. Caught it, shot it, and got it to go. Eckhoff drives inside, a lot of contact, no whistle, and he's going to miss, and Smithton will board it. Williams throws it right to Line. And then now Line knifing through the pressure, gets it to Mundy. Nice pump fake. Can't finish the layup. Sanders offensive board and putback is good. And now Riley Sanders, the freshman, will have an opportunity to convert a good old-fashioned three-point play. That foul was on Logan Williams, his first and the first team foul. Johnson and Hesse on for Eckhoff and Everhart. Sanders no good on the free throw. Now Williams going to push it in transition. And another shot with a lot of contact. Connor Line able to affect that shot. However, offensive rebounding leads to a second shot attempt by Smithton. And that three-pointer won't go. And so now a foul on the rebound. And Lincoln going to deal with a little bit of a full court man look here out of Smithton. And now Smithton and man all over. Something Lincoln likes to see. Hesse has not missed a shot yet here. Loses it on his way to the basket and recovers it and keeps possession. Now Lincoln running some offense here, looking for a good look. Mundy, nice dump off inside to Hesse, kind of a lob pass. Hesse went and got it and scored two more. Mundy's got another assist. And Lincoln's lead is back up to 15. One thing about this Smithton team is they've played a lot of guys. Bray going to try a floater. A lot of contact being let go out there. Connor Line with an aggressive rebound and then is fouled immediately after. That foul was on Nick Slaughter, his first, the third team foul for Smithton. And now Xavier Smith and Bryce Call will come on for the first time for the Cardinals. Mundy goes right around number 23, Ethan Green. Nice finger roll finish. And now Smithton will turn the basketball over. That was Ethan Green, junior wing for Smithton, who traveled. Nice pass by Hesse. Gets it right back from Mundy in a full sprint to the basket. Nice finger roll finish over the front of the rim. Looked like he might have been able to slam it. And opted for the surefire two-point shot. And now Mundy gets called for the reach foul. That's his first. Lincoln's third team foul. Lincoln leading by 19, their biggest lead of the game. Huffman working on call. And Hesse with a steal. Mundy trying to get it back to Hesse, turns it over, and now Smithton has a fast break opportunity. Good pass, block to block. Huffman gets it over to Luke Pyle, who converts the two-point shot. Hesse comes off the flare screen and dribbles it off a Smithton Tiger foot. Lincoln does get it back. Tough pass. Smith trying to thread the needle, as they say, to get it inside to Johnson. Good defense by Smithton. And now Lincoln will have to inbound. Johnson wide open. Gets fouled and makes the layup. Mundy gets an assist off the inbounds. Johnson set a hard screen there, a little pick-to-picker action. And a Smithton defender fell down, and there was just nobody there. Gross called for that foul. He was behind Johnson and didn't have much of an option. Johnson misses the layup. Hesse skies for the rebound and puts it back. And Lincoln's lead now eclipsed the 20-point mark. Huffman found Lance Selvey there for a nice elbow jump shot. Hesse came in flying, and I don't think he blocked the shot based off of the call by the officials. However, he definitely impacted it as Selvey airballed it. Now Smithton's still toying around with a little full court man here. And Hesse called for the carry. Lincoln turning the ball over less than 10 times a game coming into tonight's contest. Three-point shot from the corner is no good. Johnson secures the rebound, and Lincoln is pushing yet again. Mundy fires that pass to no one. Turnover Lincoln. Now Lincoln back to their starting lineup on the floor. Only about a minute and 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. Selvey working on Johnson, nothing there. Wild layup try by Gross. Ends in an air ball and Johnson clears it. Connor Line left alone. Nice jab and pivot to get around Gross and gets to that right hand. Finishes it off the glass plus the foul. And that's a difficult shot, especially considering he's left-handed. Sinks the free throw, and Lincoln now with a commanding 24-point lead. Oh my goodness. Mac Hesse not making any friends here tonight as Luke Pyle's feeble layup attempt is swatted into the 72nd row. Gross over Eckhoff. Sweet stroke from straight on. And Gross answers Hesse's block with a three-point try that falls. Lincoln going to get into a slightly different man set here. And Connor Line aggressively attacks Selvey, gets around him, and then just uses a little bit of that old man game to get Selvey on his back, goes up, draws the foul, and he's going to shoot two. And that is Selvey's first foul, the sixth team foul for the Tigers here with about 45 seconds left to play in the first half. And Line continues to be hot from the free throw line as he goes 2 for 2. Gross, tough shot over Eckhoff, won't fall. Hesse with another rebound. And now Lincoln presumably going to try for the last shot here with 20 on the clock. Eckhoff dumps it to Johnson in the short corner. He airballs it. Connor Line can't corral it. And it'll be Smithton basketball with 6 seconds left to play here in the first half. Connor Line steals it half court and then flings it to the basket, not knowing there was 3 full seconds left. And the time finally expires as the ball is caroming out of bounds. So an excellent half by the Lincoln Cardinals, in control of this one, 42-19. We're going to step aside for some sponsorship opportunities. We'll be back shortly to talk about the first half and then talk about who the winner of this game will be seeing in the next round. So stick with us here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. Brought to you by Johnson's Accounting. Johnson's Accounting has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. In need of a tax return? Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. Brought to you by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. This break is brought to you by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. This break is brought to you by Tolliver's Tire and Towing. In need of tire or automotive repair? Perhaps you've been in an accident and need a tow. Try Tolliver's Tire and Towing. Their knowledgeable repair crew and round-the-clock towing service can get you out of any pinch. For a tow, call 660-287-4849. Brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Go talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. This break is brought to you by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and 6 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. If you're hungry for breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you're looking for, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carryout at 660-547-3500. AB Studio and Design. AB Studio and Design specializes in senior, family, and wedding photography. They also offer a variety of design and video services for businesses as well as personal sessions. With over 15 years of experience in the industry, Amy can help you with almost any project. Check out AB Studio and Design on Facebook or give Amy a call at 660-723-5015. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network, live from State Fair Community College here in the opening round of the K-Senior Conference Tournament. And we are going to start this segment with the halftime report brought to you by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. And during this halftime report, we like to talk about some team statistics as well as some guys that are really shining in the first half. And one thing that's jumping out to me right now, Mac Hesse, 8 for 8, has 16 first half points to go with 4 rebounds and 3 blocks. He has also recorded a steal and is having an excellent first half. Connor Line has also been very aggressive on the offensive end. He has 10 points and 4 assists already. One of 3 players for the Cardinals with 4 assists. Caleb Mundy and Kyle Eckoff also have 4 assists. As a team, Lincoln opened that first quarter hot, going 3 for 6 from downtown. They've since cooled, going 0 for 3 in the second quarter. However, on 18 made baskets, they've got 12 assists as a team. You know, that's a stat and an idea that I really like to see. That's a team that shares the basketball and moves it around and can get it from a bunch of different contributors, something we've seen on full display here in the first half. Lincoln is also winning the turnover battle, having turned Smithton over 8 times, only turning it over 4 times themselves. So kind of a quick halftime report for us today. That, again, brought to you by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call at 660-438-7228. I'm going to take this opportunity to get through a couple more of our reads for our timeout ads. Normally we like to read those during timeouts, but in that first half, we didn't see many stoppages. So we're going to take this opportunity now to honor sponsors like Farmers Mutual Protective Association. Farmers Mutual Protective Association has provided insurance coverage to farmers and homeowners in Lincoln and the surrounding areas since 1882. In that time, they have earned a reputation as honest and reasonable providers who will help determine the exact insurance that works best for you, your family, and your way of life. Contact Farmers Mutual Protective Association today at 660-547-2323. We're also brought to you by We the People Cattle Company. We the People Cattle Company is a family farm operation with one goal in mind: to provide hormone and antibiotic-free food that's not only fresh but incredibly tasty. We the People Cattle Company is more than just a grocery store, as they provide homegrown beef and pork, as well as take-and-bake meals, baked goods, smoked meats, and more. Open from 8 to 6 Monday through Friday and 8 to 3 on Saturday, and located just north of Lincoln on 65 Highway. Stop in and see what they mean when they say, "We're done with the bull." Last one here, and then we'll go to a break before the third quarter. Wright's Machine Shop. Since 1958, Wright's Machine Shop has been a staple of the Lincoln community. So whether it's fixing something old or making something new work better for you, go see Steve and Stanley Wright at Wright's Machine Shop for all your fabrication and machine work needs. They're conveniently located at 503 North Highway 65 in Lincoln. You can also give them a call at 660-547-3356. So with about 2 minutes left on the clock before we go to the third quarter, we're going to kick it to our presenting sponsor for tonight's contest. That would be Estes Drive-In, and then we'll be back with you shortly. Stick with us here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. This broadcast is brought to you by Estes Drive-In. Looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat? Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. So stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Back here for the third quarter. On the floor for the Lincoln Cardinals, Riley Sanders, a freshman, senior Ross Johnson, senior Bryce Call, senior Caleb Mundy, and sophomore Camden Everhart. Riley and Camden may be underclassmen, but capable of contributing at a varsity level. They did so all football season long for a team that had Final Four aspirations. Fell short in the quarterfinal game against Monroe City, of course, but still had those aspirations. And there, Riley Sanders delivers on cue with an assist to Johnson on the left side block. And Lincoln opens up here with first blood in the third quarter. Selvey gets behind Call and then is denied by Riley Sanders. Gross keeps it alive, so Smithton will stay with the basketball. And now a behind-the-back pass to Selvey in the corner, who can't complete the highlight play. That was Luke Pyle who made the sweet dish to the corner, and Selvey just could not finish. Caleb Mundy being aggressive in transition with the pull-up jump shot. And Gross drives hard to the basket and is going to be fouled. That foul on Bryce Call will be his first, the first of the second half, and we will see Gross shoot two. Gross splits a pair, and now Smithton's point total up to 20. Full court man pressure by Smithton. Caleb waves everybody off and breaks the press himself. Johnson wide open on the shuffle cut again. Cannot collect Sanders' pass as Lincoln turns the basketball over. Gross going to try a long three. No good. Good rebound there by Riley Sanders. Mundy gets it ahead to Johnson in transition, who finishes over the front of the rim. Good needle threading pass there by Mundy to connect with his classmate. And that three-point shot won't go. Mundy clears the rebound and gets Johnson to run again. That pass was tipped by Pyle and then tipped by Johnson. That'll be another turnover by Lincoln. When in doubt. Good hands there by Mundy. Strips Pyle as he's going to the rim. However, last touch by Mundy will stay with Smithton, and Xavier Smith's going to come on for Johnson. Lincoln started this half with Hesse, Lined, and Eckhoff all on the bench. It'll be interesting to see if their nights are done or if we will see them again here in the second half. Nice attack by Huffman. Gets Riley Sanders in the air and then creates a little contact and draws the foul. That's Riley's first foul, Lincoln's second team foul. Huffman goes 2 for 2 at the line. Smithton turns Sanders over on the inbounds. Riley quickly gets a defensive rebound and then draws a foul against Gross. Mundy turns it over. Now Smithton will run. Pyle finds Gross, who gets all the way to the rim and draws another shooting foul against Lincoln. This one will be on Bryce Call, his second, and the third Lincoln team foul. And we're going to see Ben Eckhoff now for the first time in tonight's game, as Mundy will sit down with the other four starters. Lincoln now leading by 25 as Gross splits a pair. And we'll see what this second unit can do working against Smithton's ones. Riley Sanders turns the ball over. Smithton wants to push up ahead to Carrier. Layup no good, but out of bounds on Lincoln. And now a whole new unit for Smithton. That three-point shot misses everything. Smithton can't save the ball inbounds cleanly. That save attempt by number 1, unfortunately, I don't have a number 1 here on my roster. Everhart steps into a 3 and it won't go. Now, I would be remiss if we went through this entire basketball game without mentioning Smithton's late assistant coach, Daryl Sipes. Daryl was a mainstay of the Smithton community for a long time and a big part of their athletic program. And I know many people that were personally impacted by his passing. Here as Williams tries a three, Call with the rebound. I even have memories of Sipes being involved as a referee on Saturday mornings in the Sedalia football program, the youth league, all the way back when I was in first grade, taking part on the Colcamp Giants youth football team. So our hearts are heavy with the Smithton community and basketball program as they continued this season without their assistant coach. Eckhoff gets to the line and misses both. Nice offensive rebound by Everhart. He goes back up, doesn't need to use the doesn't need to use the backboard, as he scores two, and Lincoln now with 50 points on the board. And Smithton turns the basketball over. Nice drive by Sanders. The follow by Call won't go. And now a foul by Lincoln on the rebound. Looks like they're going to get Bryce Call for his third foul. It is on him, and it will be the fourth team foul against Lincoln. With this game appearing to be well in hand as Smithton turns the basketball over, Lincoln appears to be well on their way to moving on to the next round, in which they will play the Sacred Heart Gremlins. Sacred Heart and Colcamp faced off at 8 o'clock this morning in the 4-5 matchup. There as Bryce Call turns the ball over. In that 4-5 matchup, according to sources, Colcamp had nearly a double-digit lead at some point, and Smithton was able to close that, Sacred Heart was able to close that gap and win the game 45-44. So a tightly contested contest between the Gremlins of Sacred Heart and the Bluebirds of Colcamp. And Colcamp will move to the loser's side, and Sacred Heart will move on to the second round, where they get the pleasure of playing this Lincoln basketball team, who has been very hot of late. Eckhoff can't make the layup over Williams and then can't get the rebound. And Smithton turns the basketball over in transition. We've got another mystery player on the floor for Smithton, as number 33 is also not in my roster. So I will be referring to him as number 33 and to number 1 as number 1. Eckhoff spins into a double team. Good hustle for the basketball, avoids a turnover. Smith with the rainbow floater from about 6 feet away on the right side, goes over two defenders. Nice touch by the junior coming off the bench here for the Cardinals. Good strong drive by Slaughter. Uses his mass to get Riley out of the way and scores two. Williams going the other way after intercepting the inbounds will score 2. Sanders on the kick out. 3 ball falls. Good shooting by the freshman. Assist there goes to Xavier Smith. Now Smithton's 3-point shot way off the mark. Williams gets the rebound but steps out of bounds. Couple of turnovers there, and then a missed heave at the end of the third quarter will adjourn the first 3 frames here in the 1-9 matchup between the Lincoln Cardinals and the Smithton Tigers. We'll stay right here on the quarter break, and let's talk about Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln, or call ahead for carry-out at 660-547-0315. We're also brought to you by Joann's Printing. Joann's Printing offers all kinds of printing services, from screen printing to business form, letterhead, and envelope printing. Joann's also offers fax and copying services, so stop by at 530 North Highway 65 in Lincoln, or call 660-547-2299 and see if Joann's Printing can help you. So I do think my hypothesis of the starters' night being done is true, as the fourth quarter starts with Chase Young, Xavier Smith, Riley Sanders, Ben Eckhoff, and Bryce Call on the floor for Lincoln. And a blocking foul by Xavier Smith. Slaughter is fouled on his way towards the basket. Going to call it on the floor, so Lincoln will inbounds. That's Chase Young's first foul, and the 6th team foul on Lincoln. That elbow range jump shot won't go for Smithton. Chase Young with his first rebound of the night. Now, don't forget, folks, later this evening, the girls will be facing off against the Mustangs from Northwest. Ben Eckhoff's attempt won't fall off of an offensive rebound. Bryce Call's 4th foul there will result in a 1-and-1 opportunity for Slaughter. So the Lincoln Lady Cardinals will play this evening at 8:30 against the Northwest Mustangs. Remember, we will not have that game live on this YouTube channel. So if you're in the area and want to support the ladies, be sure to be here in person, as there will be no live stream. Apologize for that inconvenience. We had a scheduling conflict and won't be able to be here. Chase Young can't corral the rebound. Now Slaughter probing, working on Sanders. Chase Young with another defensive rebound off of that missed runner. And now the Lincoln boys will play again on Tuesday at 6 p.m., same location. Obviously, we'll have that game here, so if you're not able to attend on Tuesday, be sure to let us bring that game into your home here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. There, Chase Young steals the basketball and then gets called for an over and back. That game again will be taking place between Lincoln and Sacred Heart. Those two teams played earlier this season in a homecoming fashion in Lincoln. Lincoln won that game 40-34 if memory serves me. And I expect another tightly contested game between two teams that may have to play again once district basketball time rolls around, which is not far away now as we get towards the twilight of this season. Lincoln turning the basketball over again here. Kind of a step back shot there by Pyle off of a ball screen and scores 3. Good drive by Chase Young, just can't quite finish. Huffman's got the rebound, and Smithton going to push up in transition. Good transition defense by Lincoln to keep that from happening. Now Pyle fouled by Smith. Smith's second foul, 8th team foul against Lincoln. And Pyle's going to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Lane violation on the shooter. Blocking foul here on Pyle. That's his first, 3rd team foul. Riley off the flare screen all the way to the cup. They're going to call a foul before the shot on number 23. That's Ethan Green for Smithton. His first, team's 4th. 4:53 left here to play. Lincoln has been well in control since really the start of the second quarter. Carrier gets all the way to the lane and then loses it. Lincoln turning it over again here with the extra man pressure that Smithton is applying. Huffman from the corner, jump shot, air ball, call, rebound. Good hustle by Huffman to tip that pass away and then get back into position once it didn't work. Eckhoff's layup attempt won't fall. Huffman right at Smith, scores over the top of him. That was gross. Sorry. Lincoln turning the ball over quite a bit here in the second half. Does so again there. As Cole was trying to get the ball inside to Eckhoff. Pile off the ball screen, in and out. Good rebound by Call. Call drives inside, floats it up with his right hand, and scores 2. Huffman air ball. Nice pass inside. Sanders threads the needle and gets it to Eckhoff. And he finishes the highlight play for the 2 freshmen. Pond shoots a 3. Can't get it to go. Nice pass inside. Xavier Smith gets it to gets it to Eckhoff. Sanders fouled hard on that rebound. Good job by Smith to get it inside. And good job by Eckhoff to position himself in such a way that he had the defense walled off. That was an assist for Xavier Smith. Pond's attempt is rebounded by Smithton, and then number 22 there, Sam Bray, throws it out of bounds. Pass goes out of bounds, and there are 6 seconds left on the clock here. Lincoln about to complete a wire-to-wire dominating win, 61-32. 29-point difference. And as I said earlier, the girls will be playing tonight at 8:30 here in Sedalia. We will not have that game. However, on Tuesday, we will have the boys playing Sacred Heart in the second round. Sacred Heart beat Colcamp earlier this morning by 1 point, 45-44. And the girls will be playing Northwest. We won't know what time they play. However, win or lose, they will play on Monday, so we will have that game as well. And we're going to quickly get you out of here. First, we're going to read our Producers Exchange ad. Producers Exchange number 84 has been selling feed, fertilizer, seed, and farm supplies in Lincoln and Ionia since 1920. Producers Exchange number 84 offers services such as custom spraying and grinding and mixing. They have 2 locations, one just south of Lincoln on 65 Highway and the other at 102 North Main Street in Ionia, Missouri. So stop by today and see what Producers Exchange can do for you. Now let's go to the Johnson's Accounting post-game show and MVP award. Lincoln, like I said, dominating in this one. Shot 4 from 13 from downtown and won the rebounding battle 24-17. And Lincoln had been in the driver's seat from a turnover perspective until that last quarter, where they turned it over several times. On 27 made baskets, Lincoln had 16 assists. Leading the way was Mac Hesse. He had 16 at halftime on 8 for 8 shooting. Connor Line had 10. Johnson had 8. Johnson also had 3 rebounds. Connor Line also had 4 assists. Caleb Mundy had 6 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Riley Sanders 5 points, a block, a couple assists, a couple rebounds. Camden Everhart had 5. Ben Eckhoff had 4. Kyle Eckhoff had 3. Bryce Call had 2, and Xavier Smith had 2. And that rounds out the scoring for your Lincoln Cardinals. Tonight's Most Valuable Player award has to go to Mac Hesse, who had 3 incredible blocks to go from 100% field goal percentage from the floor. He also had 4 rebounds and a steal. And in a night where the varsity played limited minutes, Mac had the biggest impact from my perspective. Although a great all-around performance by Lincoln as a whole, Johnson's Accounting has brought us this post-game report and the Most Valuable Player award. Johnson's Accounting has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. Need a tax return? Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. Folks, signing off is Lane Johnson for the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network, a Spooky Bear Media production. I appreciate Connor Spry and Stephen Kranz for their help tonight making this broadcast possible. Remember, we will not have the girls' game tonight. We will have the girls' game Monday. We don't know whether they're going to play at 7:30 or 9. That will depend on whether or not they win. And then, remember, we will have the Lincoln boys' game at 6 o'clock Tuesday night when they square off with the Sacred Heart Gremlins. We appreciate you guys watching. We will see you next time. Until then, be careful.